Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DiChiara, CPA extraordinaire, coming to you live from downtown Metro. Where am I, Marion? Metro Manila in the Philippines. I've moved around so much. I'm like, where am I? In Long Island? Yeah. Anyway, we are here again with my good friend, partner in crime, Mariane Labonete. And am I pronouncing that right? Coach
Labonete.
Labonete. I'm saying it with my
But the
Brooklyn accent.
from the call it Labonete.
Also
Labonete.
known, it sounds like a French name, but that's okay. I
Yes.
like it. I like it. But I also like, she's also known as Coach Yan Yan. Also, this year, 20, this is for 2023, that you're number 17 on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Number 17 out of the top 100 Philippine influencers to follow on LinkedIn. So if you're not following her, you need to connect with her. She's got, what are you? You're up to 27,000 connections, right?
29.
Oh, now it's 29. A couple of weeks ago, it was 27.
28, 29. Going 29.
Wow.
Going
Pretty
29
soon
into.
you'll be up to 100,000. Uh,
Yes.
we'll throw a
Go.
party when you get there. So,
Sure, sure.
so this is the fourth installment. We started uh, about a month ago just to talk about interview techniques and how to close sales. Coach Yan Yan is probably the best that I've ever seen at lead generation, closing sales. She's got her own system. And when I say probably the best, I'm doing this for a long time. I'm doing this probably longer than most of you have been alive. So that's a pretty long time. And so what happened was, we started talking, and I realized, we didn't even touch the tip of the iceberg, and we
Mm.
decided to do this uh, until we cover the whole, uh, LinkedIn profile. That's one of the things, when so we just had the Jumpstart event, right? And almost every speaker talked about optimizing your LinkedIn profile. So I think before you go out there, this is by far, in my opinion, probably you need to do this first before you start going out there interviewing for positions, even trying to get clients.
Yes.
Would you agree with that, Coach?
Definitely. Yeah, that's the first thing that they need to do. Even if you're, even actually, if you're getting a job, even in your corporate or starting a freelancing career before creating an account on Upwork, creating an account on online jobs, creating a pages. So first things first is the LinkedIn profile.
Yeah. So what I learned at our event was there's over 1 billion LinkedIn
1
users. 1 billion. How many are in the Philippines?
12
We should.
million right now.
Wow, 12 million.
Around 12 million.
How many? So, and really, and we had a meeting about the Jumpstart community this afternoon. I think we accomplished a lot. And one of the things, I focus on the U.S.
Mhm.
And it dawned on me, what we're doing with Jumpstart is we really want, what we narrowed it down to is we're going to, help people start their own freelance accounting agency, correct?
Yes.
And, sometimes because I'm so, focused, I realized during the meeting, because I wanted to put your US tax
Only.
agency, right? And then
Mhm.
you all vetoed me, and rightly so, because it's the whole world, right? The whole world has a shortage of accountants. So you can go to Australia, Canada. If you speak Spanish, you can go to Mexico, probably anywhere. South Africa. I didn't realize what a big market there is in South Africa. So think
Mm,
about that. Think about all the different LinkedIn users in all of those countries that most of them are looking for they all this is a it's like a worldwide epidemic that there's a shortage of accountants. So
mhm.
let's just recap before I go on. We got a bunch of people that are watching live, and
Hi,
if
for
you
those 10 million, around 10 million viewers are watching. Hi.
10 million. So we have
Yes.
Catherine. Hey, Catherine. We got Juan. We have Aaron. Both Catherine and Aaron are on the Bedrock team. Christine. We have Brian Aquino. So thank you all for supporting us and being part of this. If you're watching live, give us a hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, uh, give us a hashtag replay. We just got Charm, Excel, and Zaria. So we got you. And I know these people aren't following me, they're following you, Marianne. So this is
I
probably from
shared
your
to the
side.
community. Hi,
But
good evening, accounting.
yeah, let's, thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. Uh, let's recap what we've covered so far because I think the first week we just did like a general, uh, you know,
And
interview, how to close an interview, how to close a client, and we realized, I think, talking that there's really two types of closings. If you're going for a position with the firm, or if you're closing a client, correct?
yeah.
And then we started getting into the LinkedIn, and I realized we could write a book just on LinkedIn. And
Mm.
so you covered, and I'm looking at your LinkedIn profile right now. So if you really want, so Marion doesn't just talk about this; she actually does it. I remember I had a friend, and he used to put on big events. I'm talking five, six, 700 people at events, and he was a marketing expert. And he would tell us to do stuff, and then he would say, he'd be like, "Oh, you got to do a YouTube channel." Meanwhile, he had 3 videos on his YouTube channel. He was
Mm.
telling us to do all this stuff, and he'd say, like, "By the way, I'm not really doing this stuff, but Coach Yanyan, you actually walk the walk. You don't just talk about this stuff, right?"
I have to. I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want real proof, just if you're not following Coach Yanyan on LinkedIn, just follow her and just take a look at her profile. Uh, and what I see
Hi,
here, so
Luz. Luz is
yeah,
watching. Hi, Luz.
yeah, Luz is supposed to be working, so I don't know why she's watching.
While
Hopefully,
working.
hopefully she's good at multitasking. Now
Yeah.
we found out. Now we found out she has a son doing a lot of the work. So uh, yeah, no, Luz, no outsourcing your bedrock work to your son. Actually, I think I might want to interview him soon. He's 13 years old, and he's
Possible together with my son
yeah,
because they're both talking in English, so it's very easy for them
yeah,
to have this kind of webinar.
yeah. And this is all like for me. When I started, fax machine was like strange technology. Kids today, they're growing up with this. And actually, one of the people I follow, Simon Sinek, he did a whole thing on this about the. Actually, he talked about the millennials and how they grew up, but now we have a whole, like Luz's son and your son. I mean, they grew up with cell phones, right? So anyway, I'm getting off the topic here. What we covered so far is
Yes.
really what we covered was the top part of the profile. You said you gotta have a professional headshot, correct? So,
Yes.
a lot of people uh, can't afford a professional headshot. Okay, now I'm looking at your headshot. You look very pretty, but you have a plain background, right?
Oh, yeah, for the this one, for the top 100, for the main photo, yeah.
Yeah.
I changed.
Oh, okay. And then you got this nice like design around it. How did you do that? Did you do that like in
Ah,
Canva?
no, my team, Jen Taganila, is the one who did this. I asked her to create me a new banner because the banner that I have before is old school and I want to update, emphasizing task-wise and of course the accounting peoples and elite, the community. So I
Okay.
want, yeah,
Yeah. And then, like you said, you have what do you call this now? The banner?
the banner, yes.
You call it-
LinkedIn
Okay.
banner. In
So
Canva,
and
there
you,
is a LinkedIn banner.
yeah, so you could probably do all of this in Canva.
Canva, yes.
It's better if you have somebody like Coach Anyan has. She just delegates it to somebody, and I do the same thing. But now in the banner, you have
Mhm.
on the top it says TaskWise VA Consultancy. That's a business that you founded. You're the CEO, correct?
Yes, yeah.
And then on the right, you have on a mission to help bookkeepers, accountants, CPAs to become. So it's pretty uh, focused, right? I
Yeah.
like it because it's nice and clean. And now to what I want to do is go tonight. I want to cover below the banner. Okay,
Yes.
so you have a bunch of things here. We're going to go through it
Yeah,
on
I
the
added.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just go. So you have your name. Uh, Now it says first.
Task-wise.
That means that I'm directly connected with you, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you have task CEO task wise. Then you got a little separator. Then you got BNI, seamless hiring process, freelance bookkeepers coach, top 17 Filipino to follow on LinkedIn, communicate more effectively with clients, excel at closing deals, and last but not least, I think this is the most important thing, awesome mom.
Yeah.
And then under that, you have Santo Thomas. I guess
Philippines,
that's your
Calabarzon. Yeah, it's Batangas, Philippines, and then the contact information.
right. So that's the jungle, right?
Mhm.
Is that the jungle? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you got a lot of stuff up there. BNI is a
Yes.
networking group. So I guess anybody that's in BNI, they're going to see that, and
Yeah.
that's Larry
That's my
Broughton.
goal. That's
Yeah.
my goal to attract BNI because I have to create a leads. So there's a 325 BNI members. So I'm looking for them. That's my goal.
Actually, so two things. I don't think you do anything without having a good reason. Okay, that's why I want to go through each one of these. So BNI is the biggest network group in the world.
Mhm.
Okay, you have what 325 in your local.
Members. No, no,
Yeah.
all over the world. Yeah, based on Google.
Oh
325
yeah, they
members.
probably got. They're the biggest. They probably got. I was in BNI
For
groups. I started BNI
mm,
groups. So that's what Larry Broughton calls an affinity group. So right away, if a BNI
yes.
member sees you, they're going to say, "Oh, she's in BNI," so they have a connection. Seamless
Mm.
hiring process. Why would you have that up there?
So I'm thinking to replace that one. That's why seamless hiring process because now I'm focusing now on creating or giving services to those accounting firm, actually growing accounting firm, rapid growth accounting firm, and startup business owners who wants to, delegate their hiring process because it's a lot of time. It takes 3 to 1 month to get the right candidate for them.
Oh, absolutely. So I know we talked yesterday, or was it Sunday? It was, yeah, yesterday was Sunday. Today's Monday. Uh,
Yeah.
we talked about this because I ran into the same problem as your client did. And what you told me, what he did was, you gave him a price, and he said, "Oh, I can go on onlinejobs.ph and get somebody for less money." And you said,
Yes.
"Okay, go try that." And I think he ran into the same problem I did. First of all, we ran out of. There's not. How could I say this? There weren't enough candidates that were able to jump through my hoops. Does that make sense? Because I don't want
Yeah.
just people that were looking for a job. I wanted them to actually look at, and that was a problem. Uh, and then it takes a long time.
Yes.
You gotta look through. The last time I put a job post in that website, I got over 100 resumes. It
Me, I
took me,
get 200. So it's
yeah.
very hard.
So you're doing all the legwork to find good candidates, right?
No, I have one who's doing that, a
Yeah,
hiring
not
manager.
you. I
Yeah.
mean, task-wise.
Yes.
Task-wise is cutting through.
Doing the
Okay, so that's what
candidate.
you got, the seamless hiring process. And then to finish that story, he came back to you and he said, "Okay, I'm ready."
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
And then send engagement letter and then he sign. And then after the date that he wants to onboard actually this is the first day of the candidate today, as in today, 6 a.m.
Oh,
But
really?
9:30, yes. So this is the day. And there's no
Yeah.
questions asked. She will start today. That's it.
Yeah. We're going to get to your closing tactics because you have a real. I love your system on how you make it easy for people to make a decision, right? But now, so you also have your freelance bookkeepers coach. You got the
Mhm.
17 top 17 there. Communicate more effectively with clients and closing deals, and this. And I didn't mean this like as a joke. The fact that you're a mom,
Mhm.
okay? Think about, and I'm thinking about Larry Broughton again, the affinity groups. There's a lot of moms, right? There's a lot of moms that I think want to work from home.
Mhm.
Probably
Yeah.
millions of them, maybe hundreds of
Empower.
millions of them. So just the fact that you put that up there, I think is important. And then on the side here, you got a couple of logos. What's ABU?
It's an affiliations of one business also in BNI that asks us to have uh it's a business loan actually, but it's affiliated. So I just put there as a part-timer, like a
Okay.
part-time, yeah, because she knows that I have a lot of connection that when I put there somebody will,
So you're, yeah, that's part of your networking.
then I have a sub agent already. So I have three sub agents under me. So I'm also a recruiter. You know what I mean? So I can recruit people. So they know they I can bring people to their company.
Okay.
So
You're a busy woman. And then you have University of the East.
that's my school,
That's your
alma
school.
mater. Yeah.
And then on the butt you say visit my website. Is that normal? I got to look at my.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
And I put
So
my link tree.
okay, that must be under more. Okay. Yeah. All right. So and then they can message you, but you got a lot of information, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even have to scroll down yet. And
Yeah.
I think I pretty much have a really good idea of who you are and what you do. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So how does somebody that doesn't have a LinkedIn profile or has one and wants to update it, how did you decide what you were going to put here?
Actually, I also attended one of the webinar on LinkedIn that, yeah, it makes sense that because people will actually Google your name after for any applications or any clients that you want to work with. So you first thing that you want to do is check on Google, and the first thing that will up is the LinkedIn. So LinkedIn will, because the span attention of the people right now is I think 7 seconds. So once you put on LinkedIn,
Like
they
three
will just
seconds.
check your 3 seconds, your name, and then what what you should doing. So in that part, you already say what can you do to them. What I mean is, what is the result that you can give to them or solving their problem without reading the any details below your LinkedIn profile.
Right. So let me Google you.
Yes, try to Google my name,
I gotta make sure I spell it
right?
right. Oh, actually, somebody's above you. Sponsored. So that means somebody. I think what that means is somebody looked at you as somebody that people are tracking, and they're actually
Mhm.
paying to be above you. That's a
Mm.
compliment. But then, yeah, you come up right
LinkedIn.
away, and yeah, and in the uh, after the link to you, it has all that stuff. CEO of TaskWise. Uh,
Images, videos related to me. So
right, right. There's images. Then you have one of your
videos,
webinars,
news, yeah,
and this is
videos,
all. Oh my God! So this is all. Yeah, there's a lot of videos, and then another link to LinkedIn, and also BNI. So I think this is a lesson. People should just go on there because I'm going to do it now. Google your name.
Yeah, I
Google.
always tell them search your name because when I'm applying, right? If you see the company, you will check the name of the client. You will search in Google, and then next will be LinkedIn. But if you search the name in Google, it comes to LinkedIn. It's verified identity. That's it. Yeah.
They have what they call domain authority. I'm learning about this because I'm doing SEO research. So LinkedIn is 99. So I think the top you can have is 100. So you're all the, but then it's not just LinkedIn. You got BNI. You got something called Inch, INTCH, and they say accountant task wise. Then you got Facebook, YouTube. You got, and then Instagram.
Yeah, but I'm not active on Instagram. Soon TikTok, but I'm still learning how to do.
Yeah, actually, I just learned how to link my Facebook to Instagram. So I don't know if it's working, but uh,
Mhm.
they, according to what I read, all of my Facebook posts are going to Instagram now. So all right, so that pretty much covers the top. Okay, and then we have highlights. Does everybody have highlights? Is there?
Checking.
Do you get like this is what I want in LinkedIn? Like some of these places, they have okay, I want this, and then yeah, I don't know. Unless okay, it says Marianne was recently hired. This comes from Sales Navigator at ABU, the finance company,
EMP.
and
Yeah,
then
the
it
one I
says
mentioned. Yeah.
that it says you're following my company. Show all five highlights. You post on LinkedIn. You okay? So that just gives me some of your information. Then you got your about info, and you write steering the helm at Taskwise VA Consultancy, and you give people a rundown of what Taskwise is, right?
Mm.
And then you say your top skills are problem solving.
Am I?
I'm sorry.
Am I? My skills. I think I should add not only problem
Well, I
skills.
don't know. Is this something that you're
No,
adding, or some?
you can add. I don't remember when I'm doing my profile way back 2018 or way back
Okay,
2001. But because there's an option there to put your top skill. So maybe it shows problem solving, maybe. I
yeah.
also don't.
Okay, so to be honest with you, for me, if I want to know about you, I think I've already gotten enough. But then when I scroll down,
There's too
it has
much.
your activity. It shows me that you got 28,000 followers, right? Now, a follower is just anybody you connect with, correct?
It's a mix now. Somebody every time I post, somebody will, especially the hiring. I get a lot of connection recently when I post hiring. The most impressions that I got, I post a hiring on bookkeeper. It 7,000. Normally I get only 6,000 impression. This is the
Oh,
highest
wow.
because I'm tracking my activities. So meaning there's a lot of bookkeepers and accountant looking for a job. So that's why we really have to, look for a client or business owners that they need bookkeeper. So that's
So,
it.
yeah, I think that goes to the fact of, a lot of people are looking for accountants. I mean, that's just my guess. So Hershey just wrote, "Wow, coach, I learned something new again. I googled my name, and the first thing that appeared is
Yes.
my LinkedIn
Your LinkedIn
profile."
profile. Thank
So
you,
you really,
Hershey.
yeah. So you really got to make sure that your profile is updated. Then you have, and so this is what I wanted to talk about, because then you have on below all your experience. Okay, business manager, chief financial officer, chief executive
There's a
officer.
lot.
Yeah, you have a lot of different. This
Hats.
is your, I guess, your career experience, right?
Yeah.
So these are jobs that you've had, your positions. Now, how does this differ from a resume?
So actually it's almost the same, but it highlights your skills because on your resume normally they just put, you know, the
Uh,
responsibilities and the tasks. This one is your skills.
okay, I see that under task wise. No, this is task titans. Is that the same thing as task wise?
No, it's like a freelance CFO, fractional CFO, just a startup. But yeah,
Okay,
then yes. So you
yeah.
can
So
see
like,
after the name is there is a skills. So you
right,
have to
right.
check the skills.
So maybe sometime we got to talk about time management, because I don't know. You're like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is running like six different major companies. People know about what do you call it, SpaceX and Tesla, but he's got four other major companies that he's running. Uh, but yeah, so down
No,
here,
I will share that one now. What is the secret? I've learned that there's no such thing as time management. Only what you call that one? You just have to really know how to manage your energy.
ah, that's something I never heard. Manage your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, morning you have to do all the stuff that is high energy, high impact on your business. So meaning morning you have to talk with someone, post something, and then the rest of the day you can right before this I go to the gym. So I already done the things that is important to me. So but at least at the very least the morning you already done the most high impact, especially on your business.
So in the morning, is that when you do all your social media stuff?
Yes, sometimes before I sleep, I have some content in my mind. I put it on my notes and then look for a pictures and then create a content from that. So then morning I'll post. So at least I have already done the
So,
the high energy.
okay, I get that. Yeah, I've read that in the past. Uh, you just reminded me. But let's talk about. Okay, so I think we've covered just about everything that I could think of on LinkedIn. But you just mentioned something that I see you doing all the time on social media. You take a lot of pictures. I think every all the Filipinos take a lot of pictures. I say this is the country of pictures. But you take a lot of pictures, including when you go to the gym, right? You post them, and you're sharing with people what's going on in your life. So
Tell
can
the
you?
story.
Yeah, but now
Like,
you're getting. So now everybody knows, and I tried this. So I started going to the gym, and I said I'm gonna do what Marianne does. I'm gonna post, pictures of me on the treadmill, and I went there for two
yes.
weeks, and then I
And
stopped.
then stop. I know.
I'm like, oh my god, I hope nobody remembers that I was posting that. So you put yourself out there, right?
Yeah, because I also learned sometimes you have to post your goals because it makes you accountable. You have already posted last January. Going to the gym. So the people that see the post that I'm going to the gym will watch over you, meaning they will monitor your activities. So so ego side, I have to prove that I'm doing it, and I have to prove that I you can do it. You mentioned you should be walk the talk. So every time I post something, although before I really love pictures. Why? Because it makes a memories and it tells stories every moment that you have. Like so
Yeah,
every event, your realization, and then when you go back next year, what you have done last year. So what is
right. Are
the
you
next
talking
step
about like
after this?
on Facebook? It tells you, oh, 4 years ago you were doing this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you post a lot of pictures of your son, your family. I know your son recently had a birthday. You're posting pictures of the jungle all the time. And it seems like you're always eating at restaurants.
Not
'Cause
anymore.
oh, not
Because I'm
anymore.
having it's a gym, so you have to monitor, of course, your what you're eating. But yeah, I love
Yes.
going to the fancy
Well, I know.
restaurant.
Listen, I go to restaurants with you all the time, and you just you stick to your meal plan. And I got to tell you, I started because you told me the intermittent fasting. I think
That's
it's
I
working. I only eat between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. So
yeah.
I'll keep you
Because
posted.
you know what I told you last jumpstart that soon I'll be a fitness instructor. So you will be my first customer if
Oh
ever.
no. So what else? We covered a lot. Also, last but not least, what you also share your pain. I like that you share, the things that you've gone through, and I think it shows.
Vulnerability.
Yeah, vulnerable. Yeah, that's what you call it. You got to show people that. And again, we had the Jumpstart event, and then we had Sherry Pineda's event, and I think every single speaker spoke about how hard it was, because people see, oh,
Struggle.
Mary is so
Yes.
successful. uh, you know, all the people, Stephen C., right? Cap Hernandez, Larry Broughton. Okay, they see, oh, this guy's successful. He was, oh, no, it's not like that, right? I'm asking you, is it? It's not.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. No, I'm waiting for your answer. No, because yeah, they just only see the fruit of the hard work, but they didn't see. That's why we're sharing the process of getting there, which is
Yes,
the very sometimes the people tend to forget that the process. They just see the result, but they should embrace the process.
yes. Thank you for that. All right, so I think that wraps up the LinkedIn optimization. We'll talk again next week because I want to get into your lead generation techniques, and then it's there's one thing to get a lead, but then you got to close them, right?
Yes.
So you have a combination. Some people are good at leads, some people are good at closing. All right, I'm not good at either one of those. I have other talents, but I want you to share with everybody your secret sauce to you know getting people into the funnel and closing them. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Next week,
All
so
right.
stay tuned.
So that's our story. We're sticking with it. Thank you all for being
Bye.
here. And as always, I want to invite you, if you're watching one of our videos, you can book a chat with me. Uh, if you want to talk about your business, okay? I don't talk about relationships or raising children. Okay, if you want that kind of advice, you can go somewhere else. And Marianne, how do people contact you?
Yeah, on LinkedIn. So you just search Marian Labonete on LinkedIn, YouTube Yan Labonete, and Facebook Yan Labonete. Freelancer
Yeah,
yan. Yeah.
just Google
Just Google
Marianne.
my name now.
Yes. All right.
That's the key.
All right. So God bless everyone. Thank you, Marianne, for another
Bye.
insightful episode, and we will see you next week again.
Next week.
Thank you.
Bye guys. Good evening. Bye bye.